Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading is for my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for the upcoming week of March 4th, 2019. I just had a little friend watching for the last 10 minutes or so. A cardinal bird couple, male and female, so pretty amazing. So this week coming up, we have on the 5th, the Mercury is going retrograde, can't you tell? So communication issues, technology issues, traveling issues, shuffling car issues. And also on the 6th, there is the new moon, Pisces new moon. So we'll have the moon and the sun in Pisces, which is interesting because Pisces is the sign of deceit and uncertainty. So, or thinking things are what they not. So the fact that we're gonna have the moon and the sun in Pisces with these new beginnings, it's kind of like you could be off to something that's not as certain as it may seem, right? Like, okay, it's a new beginning, I think, right? And then things are kind of not, you don't have all the details. So what are the signs? I'm looking at the card bird. What are the major things for my water signs for the upcoming week of March 4th, 2019? See, the birds, they came back. They distracted me. So pretty. All right, let's get through this. Ooh. Okay. I like this water signs. I like this. So, first of all, angel number 52. Look that up. See if it resonates with you. So you got the first card pulled. Congratulations, water signs. 5 circles dragon, baby. 5 circles dragon. All about luck and sudden wealth and things going your way. Which is amazing because last week it was about y'all were trying to make things happen. You were praying and, asking for divine intervention and really trying to make things happen. And so it looks like y'all, the universe heard you. So congratulations. Then you got the West card. So this is talking about when it comes to somebody else or your objectives, your dreams, right? Some money could be coming in or luck could be on your side. Luck could be a lady tonight or man. 2 wine sword. Talking about sacrifices, decisions that you got to make. So taken together, it just looks like things are finally going your way. Some luck, right? It could be money. It could be in terms of romance. It could be it runs the gamut. We're going to clarify this. But things are starting to move and work in your favor as it pertains to your goals or things that you're trying to accomplish or somebody else. But you're going to have to make a sacrifice. You're going to have to make a decision, right? So it's kind of like that good, but okay. It's like saying the ball is finally moving, right? You have finally launched, but now you're at a crossroads, right? To where you got to make a decision in order to keep going on that positive trajectory. So let's clarify dragon card, please. Okay, we got 8 circles, tiger, north, ooh, and 2 north. Okay, so not without his own little set of issues. And I mean, I just said that, so guess I shouldn't be too surprised. 8 circles, dragon. I mean, tiger. See, Mercury retrograde. I'm feeling already. 8 circles, tiger. This is about being courageous, being brave, being bold, right? Standing up for your truth, right? Making sure that you are doing what you want to do, asserting yourself. Could always be an authority figure, so maybe somebody in authority is doing what you want them to do. But again, you have to make a decision. You have to make a sacrifice. So maybe you're getting what you want from this authority figure. Maybe let's say it's a boss, and you want this boss to give you a promotion, and it's like, okay, you got it. But then there's setbacks. Like, okay, now you got to make a decision though, because now you're going to be in charge of more people, or you're going to have to take on more, or you'll have to travel more, or travel. It's something that you're going to have to give up in order to make this thing go your way. And if it's about a person, it's the same thing, right? But it's still telling you to be brave, to stand tall, right? That is how you get your luck. It's not cowering. It's not acquiescing to what other people want. It's you saying, okay, this is what I'm getting. Look, the sun just came out. This is what I want, and this is what I'm standing on, and I'm gonna stand until I get it. Because then look, we got 2 north cards, only 4 in the whole deck, 144 plus cards. And you got both of them. We got 2 out of the 4, and then they back to back. So again, that just tells me there's a setback coming, as it relates to this luck, right? It could be an authority figure that's in your way, somebody older than you, somebody more assertive, an Aries, right? Or a Leo or Sagittarius that is in your way, trying to obstruct you from your good that's happening. But you still are supposed to be brave, right? So there could be some stress about it. This thing that's finally going your way could come with stress. So just be aware of that. And when you're aware, then you can act on it, right? It's no surprise. So let's clarify this West card. 1 wine entering, 3 wine earth, 7 circles insect. Okay. So this is about your objectives. 1 wine entering. Barriers finally being lifted, right? So we said that last week. This is what you prayed for, water signs. You wanted things to finally start on your way, and they are. You got that right out the gate. Barriers are being lifted to your objectives, no matter what these objectives are. I'm not getting love here. I'm not getting that. For some of you, it might be, but it looks like your dreams, your ambitions, your goals that you're trying to accomplish. So that's good, right? You're walking through new doors, and guess what? New moon, new beginning. So this is brilliant. 3 wine earth. You could be moving. You're walking through new doors in a new environment. You could be moving to a whole different neighborhood, a whole different house, a different department at work, in an organization, right? You could be moving up or even moving around. It could be a lateral move too. Doesn't necessarily mean upwardly mobile, but things are changing, right? For your objectives. Walking through new doors, shifting it up, changing your environment. Even if you like moving into a new room in your house, right? A new space. Then you got the 7 circles insect. Again, all this. So there's a lot of action going toward your objective. The ball is definitely in motion. You are busy. Some of y'all are 100% moving. 100%. Walking through some new doors. And some of you are just moving on a spiritual level. You hear that? That's the kind of on a spiritual level or on a mental level, like a psychological level. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes for some people, and even in front of the scenes too. Let's clarify the sword. Oh, they singing to me. That's so sweet. Okay. We got the sun. Y'all hear that? That's the girl. The girl, female cardinal. Okay. So, you got 4 wine loot. Happiness, joy, music, the sound of music. So you're walking through new doors and the sun is shining and music is playing and things are panning out. But guess what? The decision that you have to make is for your joy. So that's great. That's what we want to see. We love to see that. Like, the decision that you got to make is about what makes you happy. We keep coming back to this, water signs. You doing what you want to do, not what somebody else wants you to do. That is your decision. Your decision is about doing what makes you happy and then being okay with it. Sitting there and being like, okay, letting the stress go, letting the second guessing go, letting go of the self-doubt, right? The uncertainty. This cardinal bird is literally right in my face. Letting go of all of those things, right? Knowing this is peace, anxiety after having gone through something, right? After having made this decision. But this is peace of mind. This is wisdom. He's contemplating his next move. He's also meditating. He's just reflecting on the things that he's been through so that he's prepared for the next chapter, right? He's mentally prepared and letting his abundance come to him too. Last card of the reading, unicorn, 9 circles unicorn. Follow your intuition. Be honest with yourself. Right? This is a very clear reading. I'm happy with this reading. Like I said, I didn't really get any love, but it's your train is coming. Things that you prayed for, you getting them. Your objectives are coming. Your luck, all of that. You just got to make a decision. Be firm in your decision because that leads to your happiness. There's some stress is going to come as a result. This is not going to be an easy decision to make by any means. You got both North cards, 2 North cards back to back about this decision. So it will stress you out, but don't worry about it. It's a decision that still has to be made. And the way that you make it is by realizing that do what makes you happy, right? Walk through these new doors. for your objective. If it requires you to move, do it. All these new beginnings, take them, grab them, right? If it requires you to switch location, do that. A lot of activity, do that. Don't be scared of that. Don't run away from that. But ultimately, the decision is just do what makes you happy. Take time to think, reflect, ponder your actions as you make them and before you make them. Stand tall, be true to yourself, and follow your intuition, water signs. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing that you ain't heard before. Be honest with yourself. That's all. Be honest with yourself. So that's good. I like that. I'm happy for y'all. I was a little nervous last week with water signs. I'm like, ooh, these. But now I'm happy. Because it's like, okay, y'all prayers are being answered. Everything is working out. It's just a matter of you listening to yourself, which is always something that water signs could, do. So let's see. Let's start with our Pisces. How does a general reading relate to my Pisces? Right, so you got 9 wine heaven. First of all, angel number 27. Maybe you 27. Maybe you know somebody 27. Maybe 27 days until you do something big or you move or something like that. So look that up. Heaven, completion. Everything is on time. Everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to. Perfection. All your prayers are being answered. Right? They are being answered now. Last week the message was hold on. It's in the process. But now your prayers are being, they got you. And you should be many of you should probably already be seeing that too. Make the decision that makes you happy. Follow your intuition, Pisces. It never leads you astray anyway. But this is perfection. This is the best card in the deck. So you good. Don't doubt yourself. Right? Let's go with my Scorpios. Alright, Scorpios. 6 bamboo water. Okay? Angel number 6. Look it up. Communication. Make sure you communicate your needs. Travel. What did I say? I said some of you could be moving. Right? So, Scorpio. Some of y'all are moving. Hands down. Make sure you are communicating your needs to those around you. Right? What works for you. Communicating honestly. Right? During these new beginnings. Make sure that you are asserting yourself honestly. Right? You're putting yourself first. Scorpio. Also healing, right? Some of you may be healers, maybe work in the healing fields, maybe nurses, or maybe even massage therapists, acupuncturist, something like that, CNA, any of that, phlebotomy. So some of you may be doing that, and you may be moving into a new position, a new environment, or moving into the healing profession, because the general reading was mostly about your goals or your objectives. So whatever it is, make that move. Walk through those new doors. Do what makes you happy. Communicate to the world what makes you happy. You already know what it is, but you just got to tell other people and not let them stress you out over it. All right, last but not least, Cancer. 8 circles, tiger. Okay, so 8 circles, tiger. First of all, Cancer, look up angel number 17 and see if that resonates with you. Okay, 8 circles, tiger. Is about asserting yourself, right? And you already had this in the general reading. Make sure you are being assertive. Make sure that you are not letting this authority figure intimidate you, or you stepping into your own authority too, because that also could be an issue for some people. So just make sure that you are doing that, and everything should plan out. Yeah. So basically, making sure that you are the tiger of the situation. Have the eye of the tiger. Be brave. Take that leap. Make that move if you have to make it. Whatever makes you happy, Cancer, that's the solution, right? To hands down, point blank, period. Don't let nothing stress you out. Don't let nobody try to dissuade you from making your move, doing what it takes to make your dreams come true, to achieve your objectives. Do what you gotta do. Be brave. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Have a great week. Peace out.